Hi, my name is Christy Traven, and as you probably saw from my promo post, I am going to be teaching classes that I previously did for a smaller community of people on Monday nights here in Essential Ed. Under normal circumstances, it's going to be about 7:30 Central would be our normal start time, but tonight we're going to do a couple hours early because of a commitment I have going on. So I'm excited to be able to share with you. Topics are going to kind of be all over. It's not going to always be the same, except the one constant thing is that I always pick the first Monday of the month to kind of just do a deeper dive on some of the promos that are happening for the month so that you know how to use them. So think about it as, oh, now that I've seen you talk about it, I actually want to up my point value for the amount for the month, so I don't miss out. Or once you get your great package for the month or your loyalty rewards order or whatever it is, and you got these freebies, now you can go back to these videos and remember how you would go about using them, what they could be used for, because I know it can be overwhelming when you get something that you didn't necessarily order or put on your order, and maybe you don't know how to use it. This month is probably a little bit of a rarer circumstance because that's not really going to be the case for many of the free things this month, but still worth talking about. I always love to hear how people use oils and use products. There's so many ways that you can use these, and there are so many great success stories out there. So if I'm not, there's no end to how we can use these things. So if there's something that you really want to share with people about how you use one of these products, definitely leave that in a comment. This is a community where we can all learn from one another. None of us is, I'm not an expert. I am just a passionate product user. And since I've been using these for more than 8.5 years, I've had some really great gains, and I love to do research and checking out different things. And I have just heard testimonials over the years. And so would love to be able to share those with you, but also we collectively as a community want to learn from one another. So please always feel free to ask questions or add comments for everyone. So with that, I'm going to kick it off by sharing my screen. We're going to go through the promos pretty quick. Like I said, some of these are going to be ones that you're already familiar with, so it's not going to be anything new. So this is the overview of them. First up is going to be the 100 PV at 100 PV in your loyalty rewards. Now you won't, I have a little white asterisk on a couple of slides where you're going to see that those don't just happen when you add things to your cart. Of course, by now you likely know the difference between adding to your cart, just like you would on any website. Adding to your cart and checking out is a different thing than loyalty rewards. Loyalty rewards is kind of a monthly subscription box, if you will, that's fully adjustable, that is you can process at any time in the month. You can only do it one time, but in order to qualify for loyalty rewards, your order has to be more than 50 PV. And over time, the longer that you find yourself on loyalty rewards, you get more points back, and you get points back to then cash in for free products. So for instance, this month at the 100 PV level, not only if this was your first month processing, you'd get 10% back. You would get the $100, the 10% of $100, which would be $10 plus, you would get 10 more loyalty points. So you would end up with 20 PV in your account that you can spend on products throughout the website for free. So for my family of 6 that uses the oils and the different products, the laundry products and the cleaning products and the face care products and skincare and just all the different things and supplements that Young Living has, this is a no-brainer for us because we're swapping out things that we might have bought at a big box store and instead adding them to our monthly loyalty rewards order. And like I said, I adjust it month to month as we run out of something. Next time I log in, I remember to add that to my loyalty rewards order and take out what I want, and then generally have a ballpark figure of what I'm trying to keep my order at. So if you're not on loyalty rewards, this is a great month to get started. Any month is a great month to get started. If you've never been on loyalty rewards, there's even a better incentive, which is that Young Living is offering if you process 2 loyalty rewards orders, you get a free diffuser added. Now, for those of us who've been on for a long time, that doesn't apply, but that's okay. We still love our great products and we want other people to love the products. And so I love that Young Living has incentivized this just in the last few months. So those first 3 months, you're getting 10% back. Months 1 through 3, months 4 through 24, you're getting 20% back on anything that you purchase in your loyalty rewards as points that you can use. And then months 24 and 25 and following, you're getting 25% back. So it's just a no-brainer. So that's at the 100 PV level for your loyalty rewards exclusive points. Next up is the Thieves cleansing soap. Now think of this as, there's not a lot of explaining that you have to do. How do you use a bar soap? You use a bar soap like a bar soap. We all love the smell of Thieves. This would be a great one to have. If you're inclined to have bar soap in your bathrooms, this is a great one to have because it has all the great smell of Thieves that we all know and love, and you can have that for your guests. So you could have that in your guest bathroom, but so cleansing soap, you get the idea. But I want to share with you a trick that somebody, a leader that's sort of a cross line of ours had shared. And I thought it was just really genius, and I didn't want you to miss out on it. Her name is Kari Friedman, and she shared this hack. One of her oldest son plays baseball and gets his pants completely crazy, filthy. And this is what she did to get rid of, you can see those heinous grass stains and dirt stains. So do you have a husband that has a job that gets his clothes really dirty, or yard work clothes? Or maybe you have kids that have these kinds of clothes or some sort of uniform that really needs some special TLC. Here's where this Thieves cleaning bar is going to come in to help. So her process was she soaked the pants, and then she took the Thieves cleansing bar soap and scrubbed it all over the stains and used her scrub brush. And then she used the Thieves cleaner and sprayed that with her Thieves household cleaner that she had diluted, just like we do for every surface in our home. And then she of course washed them with Thieves laundry soap, and voila, they came out looking brand new. So this is a great way to eliminate some of the chemicals in our homes, right? Everything that we put on our skin is absorbed into our bloodstream. And so we want to relieve our own toxic burdens by replacing things that we know have harmful chemicals with things that are clean and good for us. So this is a really great laundry hack. And so I felt like this would be one that everybody should know, and should know a different way that you could use a cleansing bar soap. So that's at the 190 PV level. And so also at 190 PV is the Thieves wipes. Now these are, I've got them right here. I want to show you the size. They come in a box. It's not very big. So they're non-drying, they're non-greasy, requires no rinsing. They're naturally derived and plant-based, and they freshen surfaces. So without chemicals or synthetics, that's something we're all used to, right? With Young Living, it's got the seed to seal promise. But what's great about these is they're portable. You can use them on the go. You can just pop this in a diaper bag, or pop this in a purse or a travel bag. One thing to think about, you can think about traveling like on an airplane. There's infinite numbers of surfaces that you might want to wipe down. Your tray table, this would be a great use for Thieves wipes. Your grocery carts handle, instead of grabbing one, or some stores, I'm running into stores all the time now that are just completely out of those wipes that you might want to use. And so this would be great for that. This is a quick way to just take care of a small room or a bathroom or something. Grab a couple wipes and just have at it. We're used to the hack of having wipes. Another consideration is having this for public restrooms. If you've got, daughters, it can be kind of a rough world out there. So consider using Thieves wipes or porta potties or any of those kinds of things, especially if you have little kids. I know that can be like a really tense moment. So consider having these Thieves wipes on hand with you for all of those things. And what's great is it it doesn't require rinsing. It doesn't require a spray or anything like that. It's got the power of Thieves already in it, and it's quick drying. It's also food safe. So you could put it on anywhere that, like, you could clean a surface and then have food on that same surface. No big deal. So even think of like restaurants, if you've got little kids and they're eating off the table, that would, or, you know, they're inclined to put their hands on any of those types of things. So these Thieves wipes, I know you're going to love them. They're at 190 PV. This would also be a really great teacher gift, like a Christmas teacher gift. It has that spicy scent of Thieves and is really great for cleaning up. Next up, and this has the asterisk, so this is only going to be available if you spend 190 PV in your loyalty rewards order, is Valor. Valor, I feel like, needs no introduction. Most of you probably are familiar with Valor and have your own ways that you use it. I love Valor. It's one of my favorite scents. It's one of the scents that I most fell in love with in my starter kit 8.5 years ago. And it's one that I keep by my bedside table to help prepare for a good night's sleep. I also have lately been clenching my jaw a lot at night. And so I apply Valor and even Peace and Calming, which we'll talk about later. I'll apply that on my jawline and down my neck for just a restful, calming sleep for my muscles. Valor is super supportive of the skeletal system. It is basically liquid courage. It was formulated to work with both the spiritual and physical body, and increase feelings of strength, courage, and self-esteem in the face of adversity. And so think about all of the moments in your life where this could be a work thing. This could be a call you have or an interview that you're going into. Plus it smells really great. So it's not off-putting in any way, shape, or form. And it could be both for women and men. This is a great scent that a man or a woman could put on as a perfume or cologne. It is formulated to enhance internal resources and helps the body self-correct its balance and alignment. Hence, we often we've nicknamed this chiropractor in a bottle. So it's super supportive of the skeletal system. Before I have my chiropractic adjustments, I'll put a drop of it in my hand and put it behind my neck and then at the base of my spine. And then when I come out from the chiropractor, I'll do the same thing. And it just kind of helps keep that adjustment in place, and helps your body keep itself in alignment. It's a top blend recommended for dealing with emotions of anxiety, discouragement, frustration, sorrow, guilt, irritability, and jealousy. So Valor, if you are not familiar with it, it's a great one for little kids, all the way up to the most senior adults that are out there. So we love Valor, Valor, we love it. But it's liquid courage. Think of that when you think of Valor. Next up, and moving into the 250 PV range, is Energy. Energy, to be honest, not my favorite scent, but I love the effects it has. So I am willing to and there's also this thought that if you don't like the scent of something, you probably need more of it in your life. And so Energy is probably something that I need more of in my life, and I'm willing to admit that. So I think any of us could probably say that, but it is a blend, and has a stimulating, spicy pine fragrance. The juniper in it comes out really strong for me. It can be combined with Clarity essential oil blend and diffused for long drives, or you could just diffuse Energy itself if that's fine with you. This is one I'll take and put on my hands and take deep breaths of, or put on the back of my neck if I'm feeling just like an afternoon slump, or if I just need a boost of energy. I've heard people, like they mentioned here, on a drive, to do that to help kind of stimulate their mind, so that they're not driving and lulling off. So consider using Energy in your car and in your commute. From Gary himself, somebody shared that you could put Energy up the spine and motivation on your feet if you're feeling a little bit sluggish or unmotivated to do the work that you have. So this will be a great resource for helping you at work or helping you just energize through your day. The blend includes rosemary, juniper, lemongrass, nutmeg, balsam fir, clove, and black pepper. Those are all really great oils, so you can look those up. And again, think of a late night study session, the work thing you need to get done. Hey man, even, hey, I need to get my house cleaned real fast, or I need to get the Christmas presents wrapped, or I need a little extra oomph because I'm overextending myself in this holiday season. Energy is going to be the oil you want. It's really supportive of the adrenal system. And so you could put it right above where you would find the kidneys and or on your adrenal glands, anywhere like that, to help support the adrenal system. The emotion associated with energy is isolation. So if you're experiencing isolation, energy is going to be an oil that you want to grab. The other side of isolation is connection. And so the way out of if you're experiencing isolation, you think connection, and the way out is, I am integrated. So you could take a drop of energy, take some deep breaths, and say, I'm integrated, and work through that feeling of isolation. So that is energy. Next up is Super C. Now, I think we're all pretty familiar that vitamin C is good for us. It helps boost our immunity. Young Living Super C is no different. It contains 2,166% of the recommended dietary intake of vitamin C per serving, and is fortified with rutin, citrus, bioflavonoids, and minerals to balance and electrolytes, and to enhance the effectiveness and the absorption of vitamin C. Some of the benefits of just vitamin C in general: supporting overall immune health, respiratory function, and just overall wellness. It provides the body with powerful antioxidants that promote vitality and longevity, supports eye health and vision, promotes the formation of collagen, which we all know is good for our skin and our hair and our nails and our joints. Infused with citrus essential oils that are high in limonene, which is a powerful antioxidant. Vitamin C is also essential for bone, ligament, tendon, and blood vessel health. And vitamin C also aids with iron absorption, and it helps act as a free radical scavenger. So, just our body's normal processes on the cellular level create free radicals, plus the environment that we live in, the things that our body has to process, the toxins and different things as we go about our days and our weeks and our lives. The free radicals that our body is experiencing on a cellular level, Super C or vitamin C in general, will go through the body and kind of scavenge those out, bind to them, and help your body get rid of them. Of note, vitamin C is absorption is saturable, so you can only absorb a limited amount at one time. So if you were kind of plussing up because you were falling below the wellness line and you really wanted to kind of give your body that extra oomph, it's better to take it in smaller doses multiple times through the day. So maybe 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C 2 or 3 times a day. But you'll know your vitamin C limit will be to bowel tolerance. So who should use Super C? Anyone who wants to bolster their immune system daily. Anyone who needs support for bone, joints, or just overall support of those healthy body processes. Anyone wanting daily antioxidant support, and those entering circumstances with increased exposure to people who are unwell. So if you were going to use it, that you could of course use it daily. Just take one a day. And if you needed to find that you need to boost your wellness, whether that's because you've been exposed to people who are unwell, or you yourself are feeling like you're falling below the wellness line, then you might want to take a few doses throughout one single day. It's best when taken before meals. Super C is. The bottom line is that antioxidants are hugely important for our overall health, and especially as we age, and for the daily protection of our cells. So foods or essential oils with these high ORAC, which is a acronym talking about its antioxidant capabilities, have more antioxidant potential and are definitely ones that we want to include in our daily routine. So Super C is one that you're not going to want to snooze on. I think we all know that vitamin C has tremendous value. This, of course, comes without the added sugar or the other stuff that you might find when you buy your vitamin C at a big box retailer or something like that. So last, but certainly not to be outdone, is a 15 milliliter of Peace and Calming, and this is at the 300 PV level. This is huge because normally Peace and Calming is only a 5 milliliter offering. So to have a 15 milliliter bottle is just a really great way to stock up from 3 times of what you might normally be able to, and you're getting this for free. It's a blend of tangerine, orange, ylang ylang, patchouli, and blue tansy. Again, this is one of those oils that if you started your endeavor with Young Living through a premium starter kit, you're familiar with Peace and Calming. These are some of the Valor and Peace and Calming are some of the more popular blends that Young Living offers. It is a really great one to promote relaxation, a deep sense of peace, and emotional well-being. It helps dampen tensions, uplift spirits. It's really great when massaged on the bottom of the feet to help kind of be a great prelude to a good night's rest. I read many testimonials of moms saying this was super helpful to the bedtime routine of their children by massaging some Peace and Calming on the soles of their little ones' feet. It's really great for just overactive or hard to calm kids. It helps reduce the feelings of sadness, anxiety, stress, and insomnia. You might even consider this for legs that won't sit still at bedtime. And when I think about Peace and Calming, I like to think about it very literally. Like when I need something to be peace, when things need to settle down, that is how I will often grab Peace and Calming, and that can be for anything. It can be, there are times that I've, in the winter when the heater's running and maybe you're waking up because of your dry throat or whatever's going on, I'll take a sip of water and and put Peace and Calming on my neck and chest to make sure I'm not waking myself up with a dry cough or something like that, just to support my respiratory system and overall wellness in that regard. Would be really great to combine it with lavender for sleep. So that would be great to diffuse or again, massage or make a roller ball or a linen spray or something combined for sleep. Or if you're thinking, well, I really probably prefer, I need it for calming or calming myself instead of less sleep, more calming. Peace and Calming would be really great to combine with German chamomile, whether that's in a roller ball or a linen spray or even a little inhaler where you can smell or to put on a passive diffuser in your diffuser. Really great combination for calming. So that is this month's promos. And I hope that you're going to have the opportunity to take advantage of them. Again, if you're not on loyalty rewards, this is a really great month to get started. And we will see you I'll see you next week as I'm not totally sure yet what topic. I have one in mind, and I'm waiting to see if I can get my order first because I want to use it. But if not, we will pick a different topic and head into Mondays. Join me 7:30 Central, or of course, watch the playback. And thanks for joining me, and we will talk with you next week.